because the more you feel good, the more you're going to bring in of that good feeling. That's all I've been trying to do. And I have got to tell you that making a plushie was a manifestation of mine. And I've got to say that when I am in a more positive mind frame, that I do end up getting the things that I'm wanting. Happy Monday, angels! You can probably tell that today I'm feeling much happier. Going on how I usually am with the weather that it is today. It is super grey, cloudy skies, and usually I would be very much wanting to stay in bed, not wanting to do anything, not wanting to work, but this morning I woke up at 7, I had a cold shower, I got ready, I got dressed, everything, and I have been happy since, and I've managed to keep my happy mood as well, which is like a big thing for me. And I just really want to say, I mentioned this very briefly in my last vlog, but this is because I have been listening to Abraham Hicks, and I really have to say that it is changing my days. Like, I want to say changing my life, but obviously it hasn't been long enough, but it has been changing my days. I am managing to stay more positive, and when I'm feeling like negative emotion or whatever, I feel it, I acknowledge it, and then I decide like, well, I don't want to feel that way, so I try and switch it, and I try and think of a positive way to look at things. And I know this doesn't work for everyone. I know that some people can see, always being positive as like toxic positivity, but that's not essentially what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that it's about feeling down and like being that, embracing that, acknowledging that, letting it belong, and then it's saying, but I don't want this, and then trying to move and align yourself to what you do want and a more positive kind of mindset. Anyway, so that's where I have been, and it has helped tremendously at the moment, and I don't feel so much like I'm focusing on, oh no, what's happening? I'm more focusing on, okay, like what's going to happen? Like, now that this has happened, where, I've perceived it to be like not working in the same way it was. Now that that's happened, like what's next for me? Like, and I'm trying to be excited for that and just trying to let things be. And I think it's helping a lot. So, but I do want to have a little chat with you because I have some news, some really exciting news. I was contacted to make a plushie, and I have got to tell you that making a plushie was a manifestation of mine. Like, it is a manifestation of mine coming true, and I almost like missed it in the sense of when I got the email to say about it, I was just like, oh, that sounds cool, okay, we'll do that. And then I sort of thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute, this is what I've been wanting, like, I think the first time I thought about this was a couple of years ago. And I thought that it would be so much fun to design a plushie. And I've seen other creators do it, and I just love theirs so much. And I really wanted to do the same sort of thing because it just looks like so much fun. And so when it happened, I just didn't really like register, it didn't really like click in my mind. It was just sort of like, oh, this is another business email, another collaboration. And I had to sort of sit with myself and be like, wait a second, this is something we've been wanting for a while. Like, this is a big deal. And I felt all the feelings of excitement and things when I thought about it originally just like bubble up back to the surface. And I just felt really appreciative of everything and really grateful. And it just very much changed my focus from, we can sit there and we choose like how we're going to perceive our realities. We can sit there and choose that we're going to see it as a negative, like, oh no, everything's going wrong, or we are going to look for the positive, and then the positive is just going to be there, it's just going to happen. And yeah, looking at the positive is a lot more fun, so that is where I'm trying to stay and trying to keep myself. And I've got to say that when I am in a more positive mind frame, that I do end up getting the things that I'm wanting. Since I have been feeling more positive, I've been getting more money coming in, more orders coming in, more nice interactions with people as well. Like, people are talking to me very kindly. I'm talking to people very kindly. Things they just feel like they work out better for me personally when I am in a more positive mind frame. And don't get me wrong, because you've seen my other vlogs, you'll see. Sorry, my voice keeps catching because I'm still trying to get over this cough. But you've seen my other vlogs, you'll have seen where, I was on the other end of the scale. I was more negative about things. And it's just perspective. That's honestly what I've come to realize, is that it's just where you choose to focus. Yeah, you can focus on what you're perceiving to be like a negative thing in your life, but negative things most of the time end up leading to more positive things. When there's like a big change in your life or something negative happens, like usually something comes out of that is just like beautiful, or there's like a flip side to it, and it's something that needed to happen so that you could appreciate the being happy, you could appreciate the really good circumstance. One way of looking at, so one thing that I think about is that when my Etsy shop and my website are slow and I'm getting like slower orders, then I sort of sit there and think, right, this is the universe giving me free time. It's giving me time to draw, it's giving me time to rest, it's giving me time to work on something else. And the variety in things is so important in our lives, and it's so enriching. So it's just about how you view things sometimes. It's not always easy. You guys will have seen, I went through a really down period, and I'm definitely not saying I'm out of it. I don't know what's going to happen. This is just what's working for me at the moment. We're human, like our emotions and everything, they change constantly. Yeah, I think that's kind of beautiful. We're constantly learning different things and evolving in how we think about different things. So today's vlog's a little bit different, where we're just basically chatting about how you can bring some more positivity into your life if you would like it. If you've been feeling similar to me, then it can't hurt to sit with yourself and to try and do things that make you feel good. Because the more you feel good, the more you're going to bring in of that good feeling. That's all I've been trying to do. Like I said in the beginning, I would really highly recommend that you listen to Abraham Hicks. I've been listening to I don't think it's like a podcast, but like the episodes on Spotify, and they're so good. I listen to them before I go to bed. I listen to them when I'm feeling like the anxiety or negative feelings kind of creep up. That's when I listen to it, that's when I like make conscious effort to listen to it, because I just feel like it brings me out of that, and it makes me view it from a different perspective a lot of the times. And a lot of the times it aligns so perfectly as well with what I'm thinking. What's being said matches so well with how I've been feeling and what I've been thinking. And so I would really recommend it for yourself. See if it helps you. But if it doesn't, there's plenty of other things that you can try. And I just want us to all feel happier and to experience the joy of life. And I think that's really important. But on the note of work things, today I'm actually properly back in my studio with the feeling of being properly back at work. So I haven't really felt that for a while, because I have taken some time away from work, and I've still been doing things, but I've been doing what I need to do, not any more than that. But today I had a cold shower, I got ready, I listened to Abraham, I came and sorted out my room, I cleaned out my studio. And then I just sat and I wrote in my diary everything that I needed to get done for work today. I planned out my week, and I just feel like I'm back on track. So I'm hoping that within the next couple of weeks, I can start moving on to doing things like uploading new products to my shops and doing new drawings and designing my tarot deck and designing my plushie and all of these things. It's really, really good. And I really, really want you to know that it can be good for you too. And if you related to what I was saying in the vlog where I was talking about how everything was feeling pretty down and I felt pretty like hopeless, I guess, I just want to give you a bit more of that hope back. I want to give you back your joy in a sense. And yeah, I just really want you to be in a better place. So I don't know if it'll help, but I really felt like today's vlog, I had to speak about this. I had to tell you, and it's very much what I have been feeling and going through and dealing with. And you know, this kind of stuff that I talk to you guys about on here is very personal, and how I feel in relation to the business and things. Anyway, I'm gonna go now because my throat is just not cooperating. But I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching another vlog, and I will see you again next week. Bye guys.